Welcome to this YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at the choose function in Google Sheet, which take you through the basics. What is the choose function? When should we use it? And then move on to a more advanced example. Well, for example, with syntax is choose the index. If the index is 1, it will return value 1. If the index is 2, it will return this array here. So it can take in an array or single values, as I shall be showing you. For example, if I say choose function, the first value is the index. My index is coming from this drop down, comma, I have apples there, comma, then I have oranges, comma, then I have mangoes, okay, like so. So here it returns 3. Why does it return 3? Because mangoes is in position 3. When we count, this is 1, 2, 3. And because I gave it of index 3, which is coming from my drop down here, 3, so it comes and picks mangoes. Okay? I change this to 1, it picks apples. Why? Because apples is in position 1. So the way the choose function works, you give it an index and values separated by commas. So if you give it index 1, it returns value 1 in position 1. If you give it index 2, it returns position 2. I hope you get the idea. Now, in the next example, now these are individual values. I also want to show you that I can also say choose, then I reference my drop down here. I can also pick values from cells like this, pick that one, pick that one. There you go. So because it is 1 here, it's going to pick me the first value. I change this to 2, it will get me the second value, and so on. I hope you get the idea. Now, this is another example. Another one also, it can take a range of values. For example, I can say in position 1, I have an array, and my array is this one here. Okay? In position 2, I have maybe another array, which I'm going to put here. Okay? And because it is an array, I need to put it in brackets like so. Okay? So for purpose of this example, let's just put some values here. Okay? Now, if I come and say 1, you see, it returns me the entire array in position 1. If I say 2, it returns me what is in 2. And if I had another item here, and I say 3, position 3, I need to adjust my formula, include this array here, press it in these brackets. Okay, for demonstration purposes, let's copy this down and Control D. There you go. So if I say 1, it returns me the first list. Say 2, 3, it returns me the third. If I say 2, it returns me the pineapples. So it can take a range, it can return a range of values in an array like this, or single values. In addition to that, you can also mix it with, say, if I say red here, a single value, say red, like so, or I can put a value there, also do that. So if I come to position 4, there you go, it returns red. Why is it so? Because red is in position 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can mix it with arrays or single values, either integers or any number. In this example, what we want to do, we have a list of cells on which the cells were made. And our objective is to go and extract items for quarter one and load them here. Items of quarter two, load them here. The sales values for quarter three and quarter four. So you have a long data set and you want to accomplish this, you can use the choose function. So the first thing I'm going to do is to get the month. Because I want the quarter, I need to first also determine what the month is. So when I use the month function against the date, I get 1 for January, Feb gives me 2, March gives me 3, and so on up to December, which gives me 12. Now, to get Q1 and Q2, Q3, because these I'm going to use them as a basis for my extraction, I'm going to say choose if my index is 1, comma, it means that I'm in the first quarter. So when it is 1, 2, and 3, it means I'm in the first quarter. When it is 4, 5, and 6, I'm in the second quarter, and so on. So if I take the number here of the month and it returns 1, it means I'm in the first quarter, so I should return my quarter as Q1. When the number is 2, as I said, this one should be Q2, Q1 also. And when it is the month is 3, that is March, that one is also Q1. So for the first 3, it's all, you can see here, it returns Q1 because that is in the first quarter. Now, 4, 5, and 6 will be Q2. So I'll change this to 2, copy and paste. One is 2, this one is 2. Okay, we're on 6 now. 7, 8, and 9. The next 3 will be Q3, Q3, and Q3. Then 3, which is the last, will be 10, 11, and 12. So this will be, I hope you get the idea. This will be Q4, and this is Q4, as well as this being Q4. So when I do that, you can see, and month 1, it returns Q1, month 2 returns Q1. So the first 3 are in Q1, the next 3 Q2, and the next 3 Q3 and Q4, and then it starts all over again. So having obtained this, I'm going to use this as a basis to filter my data, which I'm going to drop here. So I'm going to use 3 Google Sheets functions. I'm going to use the match function, the choose function, and the filter function. The match function, I'm going to use it to return the index number. I'm going to say match. Let's see how the match works. Match. The search key is that Q1. I'm searching it there. And because I'm copying my formula, I'm going to lock this here, comma, then exact match. Then also my row is held constant. There you go. So for Q1, it will return my index as 1. So if I copy this across, Q2 will be index 2, Q3 will be index 3, and Q4 will be index 4. Now, having done that, I'm going to cut this out. Remember, this match function returns the index. Okay, so we cut that. Then we say choose, comma, where do I get my index? In the match function, which is right there, comma, then next, the value, if it is Q1, I want my match function will return 1. So if it is index 1, I need to put here the return value that should be returned, what should be returned if the index is 1. To get that value, I'm going to use the filter function where I specify what should be returned. My data runs up to 62, and I'm going to lock that to include the condition. This one also runs to 62. The two have to be the same for our filter function to work. So where the quarter is equal to, filter this data where the quarter is equal to what is above here, which I can lock as well. So this will return me values for quarter 1. And as you can see, it has correctly returned. The first 3 here are the same here. Then when we have 1 to 3 in quarter 1 again, we have 17, which is like so, and so on. So it has managed to return for the first quarter. Now we need it to return for the second, third, and fourth quarter. So all I need to do is just adjust, copy this filter function. So when it is 2, I'm going to filter the same data. Filter also the condition is based on the same, but what changes is now H2, which is quarter to the value above here. Then for 3, I do the same. Everything is the same, but this one now is quarter Q3, which is in I2. Then get out of that. Then lastly, and my condition is now J. I hope you get the idea. So I do that. I get an error. I've discovered my error. Instead of typing I typed a 1. So I correct that, S, press enter, and there you go. So what I have to do, I just have to copy this across, Control R, and there you go. So let's confirm whether we're getting our result right. Now in Q2, the values are 79, 64, and 105. Let's look for Q2 right here, 79, 64, like so. That looks to be right. Then we look Q3, there are these values here, and so on. So this way you can extract the different quarters. Then after you do that, then you can get the sum of each quarter like so and like so. So this is how you can achieve this. Thank you for watching. Hope this has been helpful. Give me your comments, share. If you have a challenge, please share with me. I want to look at it. I can do a video about it. Have a great day.